Trust in Him and rest.
Good morning. This is Stan Snug, director and co-host with Dr. Laqueshon. We are here live in Intellectual Radio, sponsored by Safari Blue. We're streaming live on Intellectual Radio along with iHeart. I want to make sure I get all these things right because it's our first time doing it, and I want to make sure I keep my job. It's important that I say these things.
It's Sahari Blue.
Well, that's why I said I want to keep my job. So we're sponsored by Sahari Blue. We're on Intellectual Radio, iHeart Radio, YouTube, Spreaker, and iTunes. And I am sitting by the man himself, the president and CEO, Dr. Harris. So good to see you this morning.
Good morning, Chicago, and good morning, everybody in the studio. I'm Dr. Laqueshon, and I would like to say hello to all of Chicago. And I'm so excited on my first day doing radio. And we also have a wonderful, wonderful lineup for you today. Basically, I would like to say good morning to Miss Karima Boyd.
That's her.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Karima, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Born and raised in Chicago. Grew up on the South Side. And I have to say my whole entire family sings.
Oh.
And from my mothers, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, musicians in the family. And so we are just born again believers. Been
So
raised
you
in the
basically
church.
do gospel.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm a gospel artist, a brand new gospel artist.
She's
Okay.
not that new, man.
Been singing for years, leading praise and worship, and just decided maybe 2016 to branch off and conquer new territory.
Well, tell me something. Who inspired you to do the things that you're doing now?
Well, having my upbringing in praise and worship, I was inspired by Ron Canoli and
Stan
Darlene
Stubbs.
Chet.
Look, Stan always got to get his little 2 points in.
I'm just sitting here. So.
Okay.
But also being raised up with old school, like,
Okay.
well, maybe not too old, but Yolanda Adams
Okay.
and
Stan
to me, Kim Burrell and,
Okay.
those type of people. And so.
Do you know Richard Mr. Clean White?
No.
Now, see, you went too far back.
Only reason why I brought up Richard is because Richard Mr. Clean White was the only gospel pastor at the time when I was in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I was homeless in Atlanta. So he took me in his house.
Okay.
He and my family. And we were homeless, but yet God prevailed. We on top of the world now. I'm loving everything that's happening. So I want to go back to you. Go ahead.
Well, no, I
That was
don't know. I'm
commercial
sorry.
break. I mean, you just went way back. Mr. Clean White.
I love him.
I'm gonna look him up.
You know what?
How about that?
You want to know something really? This is
Mhm.
honest truth. My first solo was his song. You keep on making. That was my first
Uh-huh.
solo. It was.
Okay.
Wow.
That's it. I'm done.
What? Keep on making a way.
No,
Okay.
see, no,
Which one?
no. This is further back.
Oh.
All the way.
Yeah,
All the
see,
way.
I was a baby when he was in high
All the way
school.
back.
Okay. Well, then
So-
sing something.
No, it's not.
Yes,
that.
go ahead, Stan.
No,
Say something.
man.
Look, you don't introduce it if you can't do
You
it.
the
So
one that brought it
you
up.
might as well go ahead and
You
do a
brought it
little,
up.
do a
I
little
wanna hear
something.
it. I might
Do a
know
little
who he
something.
is.
Go
My
ahead.
palate is really dry right
No,
now.
you're fine. Go ahead.
No,
My listeners want to hear you. Go
They
ahead.
don't. Y'all ain't
Sure
paying.
they do. Go ahead. We'll pay you later
But
on.
let's talk about why we're here today.
That's a cool little comeback. Thank you. I want to hear you.
I know. So let's talk about why we're here today because this
Okay.
is a very important day. This is the first show, but we're here for a reason. So why don't you tell us the vision, the whole thing, why we're here? Because I think everyone needs to know that it's very important.
Okay, but before I tell them that, I still want to get back to you and Karima first. I'm gonna get into the vision thing, but I love to bring my guest in, and you are my musical director. You're my everything. I've been blessing you all on Facebook, saying how much of a genius you are. Let's let our listeners hear
But it's
you.
not about that.
Give me a little something.
A little something. There you
Just
go.
a little.
I just
Don't
did.
say
That's it. A little
2
something.
words. Give me a whole
But it's-
paragraph.
A little something
Give me a
in
little
the
something.
paragraph, and that's what I just did.
Singing.
No, man.
Singing. Come on.
It's
I
not
mean,
about
you can
that.
do it.
You're
You
right.
can do it.
I don't even remember the
You
words.
can do it. Make words up. Let's make A, B, C, D, E, F, G if you want to. That's fine.
That's like Ethel Holloway. She A B C D E F G H I, and that was it.
Okay, go ahead.
Amen.
Do
Hallelujah.
something. Do
I did.
something. Come on, do something.
So Karima, tell us.
He really want to walk
How
around
has
this
God
subject.
blessed you to be here today with this genuine man right here, Dr. Harris, who has not shared any of his background? I mean, I know you're curious on what he does and what he's about and everything, right? I mean, because you're part of his.
Okay, Karima.
Amen.
Let me help him out because he
Amen.
seems to
Praise
be
the Lord.
slated
Thank
at
you,
this
Jesus.
time, and I don't want to, slate him. So God bless you and
Hallelujah.
your ministry.
Hallelujah. He is worthy.
My background is I started out basically at 7 years old watching people do sewing, and I actually shouldn't say people. I was laying up under the sewing machine with my mother while she was sewing, and anything that she went downtown and she saw in the department store windows, she would come home and sew it. I never thought that I would be a fashion designer, so I wound up picking up that craft. From that craft, I learned how to, well, I shouldn't say I learned, it was a God gift that taught me how to put fashion shows and hair shows together. So my first fashion show just so happened to be, I don't know if you all remember the roller rink
Yes.
up north.
Yes. On
My
Clark
first
Street.
fashion show, I was 15 years old and I did it at the Rainbow Roller Rink.
Okay.
And when I did the fashion show, it was on roller skates. People was like, "Oh my God, I have never seen a fashion show on roller skates." So moving forward, I wound up building a clientele, learning how to. Well, I mean, even at that time, I was doing hair, so I started doing sewing and hair at the same time. So at that time, then I wound up building my clientele in the hair care industry.
Okay.
I've been in hair care since 7 years old.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
And he's 95 now.
Shut up. Shut up. So from that time, what happened was somebody noticed my gift, and when they noticed my gift, I was just making money. I didn't too much care about them noticing the gift and all that. I was just enjoying myself doing everybody's hair. At 15, going into 18, my salary per week was $2,500.
Wow.
At 18 years old.
Wow. Okay.
About time I turned 20, I was already in the millionaire's status. So I wound up launching Isoplus hair care products.
Okay.
And then I wound up being in Vital hair care products.
Okay.
I wound up being sensitive
She
by
knows
nature.
those products.
I'm a hairstylist myself.
Okay. All right.
We all have that in common. I'm retired,
So then by me launching all these different product lines, the different companies had started. Isoplus really took and embraced me, and I wound up launching the line over in Europe. I lived in Europe for one entire year, all expense paid. I even mentioned it to in the salon where I was working in at the time. I told them, I said, I really wish I could go to Europe.
Wow.
The phone rang. I kid you not. The phone rang less than 30 minutes. And I wound up in Europe the next week.
Wow.
And I stayed there for a whole entire year. At that time, I was all over the news and all over in the magazines and everything like that as far as hair is concerned. So I'm going to bring you even further to today. Well, the vision for the Gospel Renaissance, it happened to me because of I had cancer. And when I had cancer, I just had surgery. This happened February 9th of this year. I went into surgery, and 2 seconds after going into surgery, I died.
Wow.
1.5 hour of a surgery wound up being 9 hours. And they was reviving me, bringing me back, and removing the cancer and all that all at once. Well, praise God, I'm here today.
Yes.
And I'm really excited about everything that's happening because this vision, during the time when I was under, I didn't know I was dreaming, but I met my mom, and my biological mother is deceased. So I met her and we were talking, but there was someone in the background and I couldn't see the person that was in the background. But what she told me, she said, you have something that you've already started. and you got to go and
You
finish
gotta
it.
do it.
You
Yeah.
have to complete everything you've done because there's a lot of people depending on you
Yeah.
to do this thing. So when she turned to walk away, I asked her where she was going. She said, I'm going back. I'll come back and get you later on. I said, and I'm still dreaming now. So at the time when she said that I was coming back to get you, I went to crying. And all the time while I was crying, I didn't know that I was in between death and coming back to
Yeah.
life. So when I came back into the hospital room, my daughter was there. Both of my daughters actually were there. And she asked, why was he crying? That's the only thing I heard when I was beginning to come back. The doctor had to sedate me again to stop me from crying because I was all over the place. So the next morning when I came in, I didn't know everything was real until that time. My doctor came in and he told me, he said, I never visit my patients the day after surgery. Never. He said, but I had to visit you because I know you were healthy when you went in. I knew you had the cancer, but you were dealing with it on a healthy state.
Okay.
He said, but when you died on me 2 seconds into the surgery, it just blew my whole understanding. And I knew I had to get you back here. So that was God working on both
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, this is my ministry. This is my testimony, and I'm leading towards this. All of my team know I don't play when it comes to God.
And the book will be out next month.
All right, and the book will be out.
Good.
So my
Yeah.
vision for
Okay.
this.
No, that's good. Yeah.
So at the completion of that, my doctor told me, he said, you have a purpose, and you proved to me that there is a purpose for you in this life. So go and do your purpose. And that was it. That's a ministry.
That's a ministry. Yeah.
That's and I can't
Yeah.
believe the testimony that I have, but I'm not taking it lightly because I know God has given me this. I have never ever had the capital or the finances in order to do gospel renaissance. Everything is paid for.
That's awesome.
Everything is paid for. The money came, God gave the money. And all I have to do is sit back and do what he asked me to do.
That's awesome.
So, if I may ask, what exactly is gospel renaissance?
Gospel renaissance. I am a renaissance man.
Okay.
I do hair, I do makeup, I do fashion. I can put a room together, a dirty room together, make it into a glamorous ballroom,
And he can't
all
cook.
in same day, as well as cooking.
He can cook.
So I can put everything together. I'm a renaissance man. And the most important thing is the Bible said when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So ladies out there, this is not just a plug, but I'm just saying.
That's a plug. That's a plug
Ladies
right
out
there.
there, you have to be a God-fearing woman. You have to know your place as far as a woman of God. And I know my place as a man of God. So all I'm doing is waiting.
Okay.
But that's the Renaissance man in me.
So, the event that we're talking about is April the 15th.
April 15th.
And
And it's going to be at the Logan Center of the Arts on 915 East on 60th Street in Chicago.
okay.
Okay?
That's over there by University of Chicago.
It is. It
Okay.
is.
Yeah, I've been there. It's a nice theater. It's
Wonderful
really nice.
place.
Yeah.
Wonderful place.
We've
Once,
actually
once
been
you
there.
all
Yeah.
come,
Yeah.
once you all come and see this place, oh my God, it's unbelievable. It's beautiful.
So, the artists that you're having, because again, it's a combination of fashion and music.
Fashion, art, and
And
music.
So, who are some of the artists?
Well, I know I have the fabulous Karima Boyd. She's right
Oh,
here
this
with us.
person, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also,
she'll be
I
there.
have to give a shout out to the Tyler Perry team because
Okay.
they've been sticking closely with me
Oh, that's
with
great.
this event. They want to make sure that this thing happen. Also, I want to give a shout out to Hermine Hartman with the Indigo Mega Paper. I want to
Mhm.
say hello to her also.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So some of the other artists on that's coming, I have the Royal Architect. He is a poet.
Yeah.
He's going to bring art as well as gospel to light.
Cool.
Then I have Deborah Stewart. Deborah Stewart is an artist. The goal for the actual presentation of this is to let you see the talents on stage, but we're not focusing on the talents. We're focusing in on what God has given us as a talent in the form of art. Okay.
Gotcha.
So I have the fashions are coming from Bramley Young Coutures in Atlanta, Georgia, as well as Tim Kendrick from Backracks here in Chicago. So I'm just saying this show is going to make a statement in the gospel realm as well as the fashion realm. But I have the diva of all divas. She's going to be hosting the show. That's
Oh
Angela
yeah,
Martin,
Angela Martin.
as well as Corey Bailey.
That's my homesky Angie. She cool
Yeah,
peoples.
yeah. Tell me a little bit about Angie. I have not met her yet. I've heard her, but I have not met her yet.
Angie is one of those people that if you enjoy gospel music and you just want to hear gospel uh, being represented in a high standard, then you will have Angela Martin. She, for many years, was on the radio with John Hanna in the morning show. And she actually does a prayer service once a month. Over 300 women
Okay.
come together. And I went one time and played for her, and I was floored. Matter of fact, I fell out in the spirit. I was supposed to be playing, keyboard. My job was I was supposed to be supporting it, and I looked up. Oh man, I'm supposed to be playing. That's how powerful it is. But Angela is a phenomenal sister who loves God with a purpose, man. She's excited, and Corey is a interesting uh, gentleman. He's an actor. He's a comedian. Uh, he's a lot of fun. So he's going to be the conduit working throughout the process. I know we mentioned some of the artists, but we didn't talk about
No, I don't want to. I want to talk about
Joe.
that yet. I don't want to talk about Joe yet. I want to talk
Okay,
about
okay.
the masters behind the host, which is the none other than Darius Brooks, the pastor Darius
Oh, I
Brooks.
thought you were gonna do him. Okay.
No, I want to mention him now because I want people to know we have heavy hitters coming.
His
This is a
church right around
Grammy.
the corner. You know that?
Right.
It's
These are
three
Grammy
blocks away.
award winning singers that we have at this
Okay.
event. So I know we have Darius Brooks and New Direction. So give us a little bit about Darius Brooks and
Well,
the New
everyone
Direction.
knows Darius. It's not many people, and I was thinking about this morning. Not many people can have a song named after them when they wrote the song. Like Darius Brooks, he cares. He cares Brooks. Darius, your will Brooks,
Hmm.
because people know him for his songs. You know what I'm saying? So Darius is one of the most prolific writers in gospel music today. Many years with the Thompson Community
I
Choir,
was about to ask you that. Was he with the
and
Tommies?
oh well, he actually has the Thompson Community Choir, a reunion choir. They just recorded a couple of years ago, and he produced that project with the rest of the original band. So plus he's pastoring at Grace Central, which is right out here in Westchester,
Mhm.
and he's written for many, many, many people, nominated for Stellas and Grammys, the whole nine.
Okay.
And then we have New Direction, who is one of the top young groups in the industry. They have a new single out with Donald Lawrence that just came out recently, and I think they have three projects, which I was blessed to write a song on the first one. Yay! That's just my little, thing. Anyway, so yeah, so
When I think about that, I also think about Ty Tribbett. And even with the way that his style of music and gospel, it was a new trend that was happening in gospel.
yeah.
And this lead me into my next person, which is Joe Johnson. He just so happened to be my cousin, and he's in the ministry, and he also have his own CD out. But he put me in the mind of Ty Tribbett. His energy on stage with his group is unbelievable. So we're going to be introducing him at the event also, as well as the Hills and Mountains dance praise dance ministry
And Jerry Winston,
and Jerry Winston,
sax player.
the
He's
sax
good.
player.
He's
So if
really
you
good.
notice, this entire show is giving you all genres of art, as well as entertaining, as well as gospel
And fashion.
and fashion.
Got to say that,
Gotta say passion.
because if you don't, somebody gonna be mad.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
you're
not
right.
gonna
You're
be
right.
because I still want my job.
But saying all of that, we're going to ask all of our audience members to begin to think about going to Sahari Blue on Facebook. That's PSIHARI and the color blue on Facebook. And you can get your tickets there. Tickets are now on sale right now.
Can they go through Eventbrite as well?
Can they go through
Actually,
Eventbrite?
no. If you go to the page, it will actually direct you to
The link.
the link,
Okay.
which is through Universe. So you can go right on there and you can purchase the tickets today. Matter of fact, we're expecting at least 20 tickets to go like right now. So we're expecting those
Let me
tickets.
say this: since we do have hair and fashion on this particular event, also we're going to have a hair show and a fashion show combined on stage. So you're going to see a whole lot at this event: a gospel hair presentation as well as a gospel fashion presentation. And it's not your churchy clothes. Let me say that it's not your churchy clothes. This is not a church event.
Look, Karima
This
knows.
is praising God.
She
Okay.
knows how I feel about the churchy thing. So if y'all come up in there, we know it's on a Sunday. We understand it's a Sunday. But Mama, don't come in there with that big hat on.
Right. It's not a
Can't
churchy
nobody
event.
see.
Can't nobody
This is
see it
art-
back of you.
art
You know what
and
that reminds me of?
fashion.
Wait a minute. Remember, you may not. There was that show, the movie called "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker."
Mhm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And the guys was up in the hats. You don't remember that? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
telling my age. I'm just telling my age.
The fish tank. in
You
the
remember,
shoe.
right? See, and jumping out the hat.
Fish tank,
Right,
right.
See. But Mama, don't bring the hat. Brothers, you're only allowed to wear a jacket with only 4 buttons. That's it. Don't come in there with 7. I'm not gonna let you in. We got security.
Wow.
We do have security. And you know what? Speaking of that,
Fashion police.
with right, we haven't mentioned the most important thing: the cost.
The cost of the event is actually for general admission is $40.
What?
Just $40 for
Say that
all of
again.
this. The general admission is just $40.
That's-
But
that-
if you choose to be on the top of the echelon, not saying that nobody's going to be at the bottoms, but we do have VIP. If you would like to be VIP, it's $75. But we
What?
have something special for those who are VIP prior to the show. So I would advise get your VIP tickets right away
Can
because
we
they
know
are going
what's
to
going to be included?
what's going
in
to
the
be included
VIP?
in the VIP.
You gonna feed me? I know, right?
Yes, we're gonna have
Okay,
food,
then
and
I'm
we're gonna
good.
have a swag bag for
A
all of
swag
those
bag.
people
A
who come
swag
to the VIP. Not only that, the artist that's performing on stage live, you get the opportunity to take pictures with them at our step and repeat.
Ooh.
So
Let's get
prior
back to
to
the
going
swag bag.
in, the swag bag will consist of a lot of different things. I don't want to tell all of it,
Okay.
but you will have some hair stuff in your swag bag. And you might just so happen to be one of the winners who win $1,000 at the gala that's happening at the end of the year
Okay, now
from
you
your
got-
swag bag.
Okay.
So now you're talking my business now. $1,000. How I get the $1,000?
This is how it happens for the first 100 hairstylists. First 100 hairstylists who go on to Sahari Blue and get your ticket, and you come to the event. You will then be put into a lottery. At the time that you're put into the lottery at the gala, what's going to happen is they're going to pull from that lottery pool, and whoever wins, they will win that $1,000 for hair care products as well as photographs of their work, which will then go into our archive. So the next big event that we do, that stylist will be showcased
Ooh.
at our event.
That's awesome.
Make
So
you
I
wanna
think
do something. Yeah,
this is
look
not
at you.
only for hairstylists now. This is also for barbers.
Okay.
Barbers can get $1,000 as well as $1,000 of equipment and prizes and stuff like that. But you also get that photo shoot, and you also get your grand staged at the next event. So I'm asking all hairstylists that are listening to the sound of my voice. My name is not only Dr. Laqueshon because I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor at hair,
Okay.
and I'm a trichologist also.
That's awesome.
Is that like a double collegist?
No, it's not a double collegist. It's a trichologist. That's the study of skin and scalp and hair disorders.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm just asking.
So since we're talking about hair, I mean, I got 3 hairstylists sitting at 2 hairstylists sitting at the
I'm
table. But
retired.
there's 3 of us at the table.
I'm retired.
Karima is a hairstylist. Stan is a retired
Retired.
hairstylist.
Yeah.
And I am an international hairstylist.
So are we changing the topic now? We're about to talk about hair.
Well, I mean, if you want to, we could. I mean, I love hair, so we can still talk about hair. So,
No, man,
but
we're
I want to
fine.
invite people to begin to go on to our Facebook page, like our page, share the information that you've got. Even call into Intellectual Radio and suggest us even more because we want this show to go even farther than what it is now.
Well, we know it's on iHeart. We know it's on YouTube, iTunes, and the other one, which I'm just learning about, Spreaker. So what we need to do is get the word out today to everybody to like the page, and then also to buy tickets today because we cannot promise those tickets being available by the end of this week.
Because we have a limited amount of tickets, and those people who are coming to the show, once we sell out, those tickets then go into another pool. Another $1,000 will be given away. So at this gala, we will actually be giving away at least $60,000 at the gala.
Man, look now, that's like a salary.
I'm loving it.
That's like a job, man, for
I'm
a
loving
whole
it.
year.
Because the competition with the hair competition, the culmination of the hair competition will be that each stylist that compete in the competition will have the opportunity to win $20,000. So that's 10,000 for the hairstylist and 10,000 for the barber. So that's $20,000. At the end of the TV show, you get the opportunity to win an additional $20,000. So that's 40,000, right?
Yeah.
So who knows what I'm going to do at the gala? I might even just write a check and give it to somebody.
Can a
Who
brother get a
knows?
job? I mean, I just want to be down. That's all I'm
Right.
saying, man. You know,
It's time for a change in Chicago, and we don't do. I don't want to say the ugly word of it, which is we don't want to do the indecency shows. We want to do the shows with quality
Yes.
and with class. And that's where I'm going at this point. With everything that I do from this point, it will be with quality and class and high class.
so what do you think? What are your expectations from the show at the end of the day?
The expectation from the show at the end of the day, you will then begin to see it on television. You then begin to see a change in the beauty industry because right now in the African American realm of the beauty industry is very low. We don't know how to retail. No, we don't.
That's true.
We got to stop stabbing each other in the back. Yes,
It's
we
true.
do. We have to stop backbiting. It's not all about that.
Yeah.
It's about a unit. When I started out in the hair care industry, Madam CJ Walker, she was the epitome of business.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
And we got away from business and we went into entertainment into trying to show everybody what we have.
Yeah.
Other nationalities have taught me it's not about what you show, it's how you do it. And if you go in with business the way business is supposed to be done, and you come out with business the way that business is supposed to be done, you can create more millionaires in the industry.
It's interesting you say that because there's a clip. I'm a movie buff, and James Brown was in the office with his boss, and he was saying to James, he said, "Look what I'm doing." He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm doing the mashed potato." He said, "That ain't nobody's mashed potato." He said, "That's right because I do the business, you do the show."
And that's a
And
difference.
that's a big difference. And from that day, James changed his mentality. So he was about the show and the business.
And it's so ironic that they brought the film out, Black Panther. Tell me what you got out of Black Panther, and I'll tell you what I got out of Black Panther. Go ahead,
You go
Karima. Go ahead.
first.
You go.
Ladies first,
Now, ladies
really.
first. Go,
Come on.
Karima.
I think it was a lot. It was a lot that came out of that movie. Um, it, I'm gonna need him to go first because I can't like narrow it down right now. Go first, and then I'll come behind you.
Okay. Uh One being a kid who grew up watching the Black Panther, the comic strip, knowing the history of it from that side, knowing the richness of what they wanted to show of the history of what what we used to be, even though they made it into a cartoon. Uh, we know that there's no superhero stuff going on, but just the richness of the country.
Hmm.
And even though there are some things that they showed, like the Underground Railroad
Right.
and those pieces there, which were very interesting, I think that it was successful on the fact that it showed our people as a jealous people. It showed our people as a strong people. It showed our people as a guarded people. Um, we had so much and we wanted to help based on this cartoon, but we were afraid that we would lose it because we didn't know how people would receive us having so much knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you say?
I just felt like it showed a lot of pride, but also showing our potential.
Okay.
I like the two sides of, like, one of the things one of the guys said in the movie. He felt like maybe those that were prospering or that was guarded. What did he say? Maybe they forgot about us. Those that have been taken away and have been uh, surrounded in a different culture,
Mhm.
okay, away from our people, away from, our original culture. I don't know. I just feel like it has a lot of validity
Okay.
in that.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what I got out of it, and mine is more towards the senior generation. We
Okay.
tend to forget our seniors, the ancestors who have gotten us to the point that we are at now. You know, even thinking without Black Panther, I'm thinking about our ancestors. Madam C.J. Walker created a pattern, a formula for us to become millionaires. We don't believe that we're millionaires because we don't think about those people. My father have always told me about a hamburger theory. I want to share it with the world. There is a hamburger theory. The hamburger theory is you have a hamburger. You can go to McDonald's, you can get the Big Mac. What all do they have on the Big Mac? Two all beef, special sausage, patty, lettuce, tomato, whatever. On the pickle sauce or whatever they think.
Sesame seed bun.
Sesame
Right.
seed bun. Now, when you go to Burger King's slogan is have it your way. With that hamburger theory, when you theorize it going towards life, what you want to happen in your life, you place it in your life. Any negativity you do not want in your life, be it family, be it so called friends, or whatever, you have to learn to move those people away from you so that you can see the big picture.
Yeah.
The big picture is the hamburger itself. What you want on it, you put it on there.
Yeah.
What you don't want on
You
it, you
take it
throw it in
out.
the trash,
Mhm.
put the top of your bun
Like
on,
pickles.
and
Mhm.
enjoy what you have. That is the hamburger theory. Now, there's this thing called The Secret. I know a lot of people heard about it, but they don't practice it. If you want to be a millionaire, first thing that has to happen, you have to open your mind to millionaire status. My father, before he died, he walked up to me and said, "You don't know what you have." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You're a millionaire walking and you don't know it. You're making millions for other companies." And I made a lot of money for ISA Plus and all these other companies. Millions for other companies, but you haven't made anything for yourself.
Mhm.
What kind of entrepreneur are you? Are you giving it all the way or are you investing in you? Didn't take me until I got to be 50 years old
Okay.
and I'm almost 60. Okay. To wake up and say, it's that time. It's that time to be a millionaire. So now I'm walking in what God has given me. That death experience that happened, it opened up a whole
It
new
did.
can of worms.
Yeah.
If you're not my friend and I see it, I'm just going to move you off to the side. I'm going to love you anyway, but I'm going to
Yeah.
move you. And I'm going to the ones who really do care about me because those people in the time of your death, if they didn't come to say about you then, are they going to come to say about you ever? That's what you have to ask yourself. How much are they invested in you as well as you invested in yourself? That's my little sermon for today.
That's good.
We're about to take up an offering.
Yeah. Amen.
So, are there any opportunities for vendors? I know that was one of the plans.
We do have opportunities for vendors, and we're also looking for sponsors. If you are a vendor and you would like to, display some of your goods at the show, we have vendor packages and things like that. But you can also call me directly. This is my first time ever giving out my phone number directly live to America, but it's 312-823-9880. Or you could also go to the Sahari Blue page. That's PSIHARI Blue, and you can put it into our Facebook message box, and then I can go in and get your information. But if you'd like to come to the event and see what we have to offer first before being a vendor, here's the thing with our vendors. I like relationships, and as I just stated before, if you develop a relationship with me, I'm going to back you 100% as a vendor.
Cool.
That's great.
Okay.
So we do have a question about the name and how it came about, because that has not been discussed.
That is the circle of life. I could not believe the name and how it came about. I remember I told you at the beginning of the show that I was under the sewing machine watching my mother sew and all that kind of good stuff. Well, there was a little girl that was born, and she just so happened to be my granddaughter. And I do hair. So when she saw me doing hair, everything that I did, she imitated everything that I did. So, and I didn't notice it until one day we were in the salon, and I had given her one of my mannequin heads and didn't think nothing of it. So I'm over doing my client's hair, and she wound up going and getting a comb, doing the same thing that I was doing to my client's hair. So I decided to name the company Sahari, and the color blue is from my previous company that I had, which was Blue Leopard. So I put the two together, Sahari Blue, and that's how she came about.
Oh, wow.
That's so special.
Which you will see Sahari at the Gospel Renaissance.
How old is she?
Sahari just turned 5 years old this week.
Okay.
Just turned 5.
Is she taking a good interest?
Oh,
in
yeah.
Doing hair?
Anything that I'm doing, she's into it. She liked the hair. She liked the makeup. I'm going to show you pictures at the at the event.
So she already has a job. That's what you're saying.
She has
she's working now.
She has a career.
She's already locked in. So we know, if in case you need your hair done, come look for Sahari Blue, and she can take care of you.
We're looking for stylists, makeup artists, any boutiques out there that would like to present their wares, not for this show, but for future shows that we're doing. Okay. We're looking for all of those different people. If you are a person who could impart something good into our pot, we were looking forward to having a relationship with you. So,
sounds like fun.
Everybody, barbers, hairstylists, makeup artists, fashion designers, you name it, event planners, all of that.
So this is the part I've been waiting on. I've been waiting for this since the beginning of the show. It's time now for Dr. Harris to sing.
Absolutely not.
Come on, man.
Absolutely not.
You
go
said
ahead.
You could do all...
you tried to set me up, and I tried to set you up earlier, and it just
but
did not work.
You were getting ready to go right into it, man.
It did not work.
I was real close, but I was
it did not work.
But I was close. You gotta give me some juice.
Well, you know what? I give you credit for that. Now you can sing.
No. So so we do have
Karima Boyd.
She is here. And actually I was gonna have a keyboard and I was gonna play behind her, but there was some problems and I couldn't bring it. So
Karima is a singer.
She could do some acapulco.
She's a singer. She's a true professional.
I can do that.
She could do some acapulco. Half a verse.
Half a verse.
Half a verse. That's good.
Okay.
I can go with that.
I was trying to think of something good. I don't know, but I'll just sing this.
That's a good song.
Okay, and you could just pretend like you're on the keyboard.
Yeah.
With You Are My Strength.
Okay.
You are my strength, strength like no other, strength like no other reaches to me in the fullness of your grace, in the power of your name. We lift you up. We lift you up in the fullness of your grace, in the power of your name. We lift you up. We lift you up. You are my strength, strength like no other, strength like no other reaches to me.
That was nice.
That was really good.
That was
Really,
nice.
really nice. Really nice.
That's a nice song.
Ladies and gentlemen of my listening audience, you got to come and hear Karima Boyd. Oh my God. You almost made me cry, girl.
Awesome.
I did. Cry, that is.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deep inside. Deep
Can I just
inside.
say, I will be singing a song that I wrote. My first single is called Ready,
Okay.
and I'll be singing that on April 15th.
Okay. Will that be available after the show? Because
Yes.
I want all of my guests to know that you can purchase
Yes.
whatever you hear on stage, you can purchase. Whatever you see on stage, you can purchase.
Yes, I will have tangible CDs,
Okay.
but they can also get it digitally.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's what I like. That was nice, man.
That was wonderful.
That was
Thank
special.
you.
But let me say this. I want to give a shout out to Tony and Trisha Grant. They're with the Tyler Perry organization, and Tony won't be able to make it with us, but I know Trisha is coming, and they
Okay.
do have other representatives who are coming to see our performance. So
Mm.
if Chicago would support us 100%, we can take our show on the road.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward to that.
That's good stuff.
So why don't you give a shout out to the team?
Okay, my team, my big team, my big little team. Every week, I meet with my team and I impart the vision as well as we take it very seriously of what we're doing because the image is everything, and then the professionalism is everything. So today, before I introduce my team, today we have a model call that's going to happen at 329 West on 18th Street. That's off of 18th and Canal. So if you have any models that are out there in the industry and you want to recommend somebody, I'm just asking that the ladies be at least 5'9", wear all black, and come to the event. It's going to be at 308 Loft at 329 West on 18th Street. And if you are a male, we're looking for athletic build. You have to wear all black, same thing, and also wear dress shoes. Please don't sag. That's all I'm saying. Do not sag.
Counts me out.
I do not accept sagging coming to an audition. I expect for you to be professionally dressed as well as act professionally when you come. Okay. My team, I got Rob here. He's my film director. He's always with me traveling and he film me all the time. He's on my team. I have Stan Stubbs on my team also.
That's you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You forgot.
I have Tisa English on my team and Bernetta Hines on my team. The graphic work that you've seen with the tickets and the flyers and everything is done by TJ Blakes. Anybody I'm missing? Who am I missing?
Joe.
Oh my God. I got my cousin, Joe Johnson on the team. He's musically the assistant musical director with the team. Who else? Do I have anybody else? Who else? That's it. That's it on
You.
the team. Oh, Little on me, I'm the CEO of the company and I'm on the team also, but I am looking for more team members to come in. I have a whole nother division, which is the beauty division, and also the advertising division that we are looking for dedicated people to come in and be a part of the team.
And also, you're looking for volunteers who like to be a
Volunteers of
part
the
of this
show who would
show.
like to be volunteers for our shows. And from a volunteer or internship perspective, if you are an intern or volunteer, you can then move into what we call the next tier, which is right directly up under the team, which will go into a paid position.
Job.
So that's what we're looking for right now.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Okay. The main thing right now is creating a whole new type of a network. Tyler Perry stick with his family. I'm sticking with my family, and my team is my extended family, and they work hard. When you don't think that they're working, they are working. Stan, I have to give it to him. I have to say it live on air. Stan works 24 hours a day. I mean, literally. He just got out the hospital, but he
Yeah.
works 24 hours a day on this project. So I'm asking everybody, please come and support the project because it's going to make a difference. Again, it's the Gospel Renaissance Fashion and Art. It's going to be at the Logan Center of the Arts, 915 East on 60th Street in Chicago. Tickets. The tickets are going to be on sale for general admission is $40, and for your VIP, VIP admission is $75. Now the doors are going to open at 6:30. This is not a ghetto show. We are going to start exactly at 7 o'clock. Don't come at 7:30 and think that you're going to see all the show because it's not going to happen that way.
Or get a good seat.
Or get a good seat because the seats are going to be gone by that time.
7:30.
So if once you get your ticket, even though you're coming in, all seats are these seats are not assigned. So it's a first come, first serve when you go sit down. Only seats that are assigned is the VIP seats.
Right.
Those are the only seats that are assigned. So I'm saying get your ticket right away. If you want to be in the pool, get your VIP ticket right away. If you want to be in that $1,000 pool. Anything you have to say, sir?
Oh no, man! Like I said, I'm just here to support. Just being in the room, it's kind of cool. I like this room. I'm really getting comfortable.
Mhm.
Go to sleep a second.
But before I leave, I really want to thank Karima Boyd again for coming and serenading us with that beautiful song. I can't wait to see you with the makeup on and the gown and all that good stuff. It's gonna be really, really
you wearing a
pretty.
gown?
We're gonna see.
Is that in the contract?
But no, thank you so much for having me. This has been great, and appreciate my brother here for sticking me, out there, putting me out there. I appreciate that, and it's just a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, same
and
here.
to hear your
Same,
testimony.
same here. Thank you.
You know,
Thank
it's
you.
funny. I just
That's
thought
awesome.
about the first time we met was at the Logan Center.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we
And-
did a play,
Okay.
And
Yeah.
she was doing a part of the play from
Dream Girls.
Dreamgirls. And so I was working with her and I'm listening to her and I said, she thinks she could sing. And me, I'm just gonna push her anyway and see what she can do. And then she's like, he think he could play. So we just have this little tay-to-tay back and forth, and that's how we always are. This is our conversation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Every single day. You just act like you just wish you could, so but I know talent when I see talent.
Mhm.
I know a gift when I see a gift.
Mhm.
And this is a gift first,
Oh wow. Okay.
and
Okay.
so I'm just excited that having the gift and knowing that you have the gift and to be humble enough to accept the fact that it is a gift,
Mhm.
that's not a usual package to have.
Okay.
So I'm waiting on the check she's gonna pass me.
That
on
See
the
that?
table.
That was good.
Look,
That was good.
sweet.
That's
I
sweet.
appreciate
Speaking of gifts, I want to give a shout out to Richard Gallion. He's from Empire.
Yeah.
Richard will come. He said he will come to the event. But not only that, I think he's a tremendous actor. He's been training me now for television auditions and things like that. So I'm looking forward to all the things that he's gonna bring forth through me with the art of acting. But again, Richard Gallen is a great teacher, as well as Kevin Bailey. He donated. Kevin Bailey is one of the aldermen on the south side of Chicago. When he saw the flyer, he was like, "I want to do something. I want to help you as much as I can. Can you all bring me some more flyers out here so I can pass them out and let people know?" So he said on the polling date, he said, "I would like for you to come and just give your stuff out, give it to the people because they are interested in what you all got going on." So that I want to just say thank those guys for what they are doing. But again, Sahara Blue is presenting the Pastor Darius Brooks as well as New Direction. The guests that are coming is Deborah Stewart, Karima Boyd, Royal Architect, Jerry Winston, Joe Jackson, Felicia Harmon Brown, Hills and Mountain Praise Ministry, the dance ministry, as well as our show is being hosted by the none other than the diva Angela Martin, and the co-host is going to be Corey Bailey. This is all happening with the Gospel Renaissance Fashion and Art at the Logan Center of the Arts, 915 East 60th Street in Chicago. The tickets are $40 for general admission. It's $75 for the VIP. The show is going to start at 6:30, and I'm sorry, the doors are going to open at 6:30. The show is going to start at 7.
I was just going to emphasize on Felicia Harmon Brown. Now, if you've seen my ministries before, you need to be there to see what she does and what she brings to the table. It's such a personal ministry. Mime is, you really got to get out of yourself to actually be in mime and to be able to express the way that she does. It's going to be exciting. And then also Jerry Winston, to me, one of the most soulful saxophonists that I know. We've been playing together for over 30 years. Okay. And he's a phenomenal saxophonist. So it's going to be a really, really nice, eclectic event, if I could say it that way, right? It's going to be nice. So,
well, for the next 2 minutes, I want to put more emphasis on my team. I really want people to understand that a lot of times when you come on or you see shows or you see people in shows, they never mention their team. They never put their team out front. Yeah. They wait until after the shows are over in order to show their team members. No. And at this particular production, I want my team to come on first. I want them to see who put this thing on with me. It's not me by myself. They believed in me in order to make this thing happen. So I want my team to come out and be accoladed for it.
I can't.
You can't. Yeah. Well,
because
no. Well, he can. He's running. He's running the show. But we'll have
run down the stairs.
Rob, do we have a picture of him that we can just put up on the screen?
Ta-da! You know, take a picture of me actually doing my job, right?
Again, if you are a vendor or if you would like to be a sponsor of this show, I can guarantee you from this point on, you would love working with us and you would love to have this particular opportunity as far as being a part of our venues. As far as a vendor is concerned, I'm saying it live on air. I'm building a relationship with my vendors. I would like to have contracted vendors. And what I mean by contracted vendors, every event we do, those vendors will be responsible for coming to those events. And we will boost them. So again, the show is going to be at the Logan Center of the Arts, and it's at 915 East on 60th Street. You can get your tickets online at Sahara Blue, or it's a Sahara Blue, or you can go to Facebook or Instagram, as well as you can call me 312-823-9880 for more information. Again, thank you all for being a part of what we have going on, and we'll see you next week. You can also see me live on Facebook every night at 7 o'clock. This is Dr. Laqueshon. I want to thank Karima Boyd and Stan Stubbs for coming and supporting. Thank you, Chicago.
Peace.